Hey guys, we're down at Competition Engines today where they've got this 600 cube twin turbo big block. Zoran, mate, this is a beast. What's it going to make, you reckon?
Look, the plan was to make over 2,000 horsepower.
2,000 horsepower.
Yep. It's a street motor, so it's not an all-out race motor. It's going to drive in your drag challenge, street machine drag challenge. It's going to make it to the end.
Awesome.
It's going in an XA sedan, and yeah, it's a big motor, big turbos. It's going to be reliable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 600 cube is mainly because that's what Paul had when he started?
Well, originally it was in naturally aspirated form, so we've retained the block, the con rods, the crank, and the bare cylinder heads. And because it has a 4.5 inch stroke, and it had a 4.600 bore, it was 598. Now we've gone up 10,000 a ball with the new pistons just to clean it all up, and it makes it a 601 cuber. Yep.
Okay, there we go. So 601 cubes. Was a nitrous deal before. We saw that last year at Drag Challenge. Unfortunately, he had a lifter failure on day one, and it's prompted him to go for this combo.
That's right, just a tamer motor, tamer valve train and camshaft, and get the turbos making all the horsepower. So it's all about making it to the end. Yeah.
So what are the turbos?
Okay, they're GDX 45s, Garrett's.
Yep. An 80mm wheel.
80mm inducer.
Yep.
It has a water to air intercooler, which is a Precision PT3000.
Yep.
It runs on petrol, so it doesn't run on E85. The intake temps are low with that water to air. I think that's the best way to go about it in this car. And pretty much it's got all the good gear, like it has a titanium intake valve, has big Crowler 937 lifter bodies in it, so again for durability, has titanium retainers, big push rods. So we're trying to keep it all light in the top end, so we don't have to run a lot of spring pressure. So we've got all the big stuff, but a tame cam and light valve train.
So all about reliability.
100%.
Yeah.
He wants to make it to the end. He doesn't care if he runs a 7 or an 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
Car's heavy, definitely will run a 7, depending on how far he wants to push and how the car worked. But because last year he didn't make it, he was disappointed. He wants to make it this year, so that's the key to it all. Yeah.
All right, so we should point out that this whole combination, as you see it, everything here is how it sits in the car. From the pipes to the turbos, crossover to the intercooler, to the electronics panel way back here with the Howtech on it. Everything you see here goes into an XA sedan as you see it. So that's pretty amazing. That's a massive packaging job to make this fit.
No doubt. Again, we didn't want to run an intercooler in front of the radiator for overheating issues. We run the water to air. This pipe here runs under the bumper bar. The exhaust dump pipe and that intercooler pipe all runs behind the guards. So the guards are here. That's all outside the car. Intercoolers under the dash. All the Howtech gears on that side of the file inside the car. So it's all, this goes through the firewall to the intercooler.
And I don't know if people can see the strap here, but the strap here is purely to hold it all together because in the car, all this piping is actually bolted to the vehicle so it doesn't move. But on the dyno, the tendency is for it to push outwards, so they've just got a strap on there to make sure that it doesn't separate on the dyno. So, what do you reckon? We'll crank this thing up?
Yeah, we'll start it and we'll give it a run.
What do you want to do? Do you want to step it up through the boost levels or do you just want to into it?
We'll just go into it, mate. 25 pounds.
Into it!
And we'll see what it makes.
Awesome.
Alright. Alrighty. 1,500 horse, 12.5 pounds. Here we go, Scotty.
Yeah, baby.
2022, 1,748.9 foot-pounds. We'll check what the boost is there, mate. Stand by. What do we got? 25, 24.9. So we'll turn it up a bit now, put some values in it. Oh yeah, bit of a flame.
Bit of flame.
2039, it went rich in the top. 2039, 1763 foot-pounds. Nice graph.
So what's the most you saw out of this with actual just 98 pump fuel?
It made 1700 horsepower on about
1700.
15 odd PSI boost, I think. Like
Wow.
16, 17, something like that. You know what I mean? Like octane boost with 98 BP.
Okay.
Just to be safe. That's what we normally run.
But the race fuel just gives you a little bit more safety
Look,
margin.
just so we're safe, we put race fuel in it, the exhaust temps have gone down, just safer, you know. You could probably be a hero and run it on pump. Man, I run my stuff on pump, about 24, 5 PSI, lived for a long time, 8, 9 years, so, but the customer wants it to be safe, so we'll run it safe, you know.
Yeah.
It's a smarter thing, I think. You put more fuel in there? Yep. Alright, it might go up a pound to boost here, hopefully.
Oh, something blew off.
Intercooler pipe so the intercooler pipe came off, but we still made 2075 and 1810 foot-pounds, which is the most the foot-pounds are made. So because the intercooler pipes are bolted to the car, here we're sort of hanging in mid-air, it's a bit hard to keep intercooler pipes on. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that, and we'll put in the car because we've got to get it down a drag challenge ASAP.
That's right, 3 weeks.
Oh jeez, don't tell me that, Scotty. Might have to give us a hand, mate.
I got my own problems, mate.
That's all good. It's all
That
happy.
is
There it is,
awesome.
look, hiding like a pussycat.
Yeah.